Okay, so I'm going to go over tracking your time and adding in your own tasks and managing your time on tasks in this video. So from any screen in Bittrex, any of the default screens, you will have up at the top the time and also your current clock status. So if you're clocked in, it means you're working. If you're clocked out, it means you're not. Now, we use Time Doctor to track all of our time, so that's still what we're going to use for making your payments for the hours work, and we still need to use Time Doctor. But this is helpful for keeping track of how much time is spent on each task. And the reason we want to do that is to make sure we're working on the tasks that we're not wasting time. Basically, we want to make sure that if there's a task that doesn't add a lot of value, but it takes a lot of time, we either reevaluate how it's done or we eliminate it. And likewise, there may be some tasks that don't take very long that are really valuable. Maybe we want to do more of those if we find out that they're pretty quick and easy to do. So we want to keep track of how long it takes to do different things. So you can do that in Bittrex pretty easily. And one of the things you can do is keep track of your working time. So by clocking in and clocking out, you'll keep track of your hours in Bittrex. And eventually we're going to link Bittrex to Time Doctor, so all this will flow into Time Doctor as well. And hopefully you'll just be able to keep track of everything in one spot. But for now, you'll have to keep using Time Doctor. So clocked in. If I want to add a new task for today, let's say record this video. So it adds that task. And I can go to my daily summary and I can write a note. So here are my notes for today. And these notes will be sent to your supervisor at the end of the day when they are submitted. Okay, so I'm in the process of recording this video, so let's say that I finish recording it. So I click that, and boom, that shows up as being done. Great. And but I don't just want to do that. What I want to do is, before I finish it, I want to track the time on it. So I can either click on it and it opens up the full task window, and I can start the time tracker here. And I can also click finish here, and I can add comments or notes, and I can keep track of everything that happens with it. Or I can also do things like adding subtasks. If I realize, oh, this video is more complicated than I thought, then I can say, need to mention subtask creation. Okay. And I want to make sure time tracking is enabled with all of the tasks that I create. Add task. Okay. So now when I look at my tasks, I see, oh, record video. Oh, it has a subtask. So if I click plus, it opens up the subtask, and I'll start recording time on the subtask. Now, one thing to note is when you're recording time, you can only do it for one task at a time. So now it's going to pause the time that was working on the subtask. And let's say I'm done with that. Or maybe I'm not. But if I click the main task as complete, then it should record the subtask as complete. Oh, let's say finish. Oh, I guess it doesn't. So now I need to finish the subtask. And if I go back here, oh, so both of those, the task and subtask, have been marked as completed. Okay. And also, don't want to share this to your social networks probably, but that's it. And then at the end of the day, there will be an option to click save. And what that will do is it will send a summary of your day's activities to your supervisor, who will likely be me. And I'll be able to see how your work is going. So, for example, I created a dummy account with me, and if I wanted to look at that report, so I can see the tasks that were worked on, how much time was spent on each task, and if they have a plan for the next day, I can see that too. So I guess it's just a plan for today, I can see. And then there's this daily summary of their description of the day is also in there. So this is a good way to keep track each day of the things that you're working on. If you have any questions about stuff, you can write them in there, and I'll review it, or your supervisor if when we grow and we have lots of people working on stuff. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below this video, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Thanks.